Hey there, guys. I hope you're all doing well. So I went out to the shops today, like I've been doing for the past few weeks now. Unfortunately, there wasn't really anything worth buying at any of the stores, really. Big W was pretty full, and they had a sale on as well. They had some nice team transport cars, but some that were have like some resale value, but I don't have room for them. So I just left them behind. There was a premium German box set that I was planning on getting, and I was actually going to get it and sell half the cars off to someone who was interested or who wanted them. So it wouldn't be as expensive, but they weren't there, and even if they were, I wouldn't have gotten it anyway. Um, these are from the big box. Haven't even reviewed them yet. So I'm just going to do those today. But these are the two cars I got at the shops today. So another Charger. I'll probably open one of them. We'll see which one's better. And this I was surprised to see. The Jeep. So this is a brand new casting. Interesting looking vehicle. It reminds me a lot of the Unimog or Unimog or something. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Glad it was there. But yeah, kind of weird looking. Yeah, never heard of that car other than Hot Wheels. Okay, so let's get into the speed machines. This is an old series Hot Wheels used to do. I don't know if they're bringing it back because this is the only new one that they've done, and they just haven't really said anything else. They kind of just released it, and that was it. There is a chase for this set, which I don't have, but the chase is a black variant of this Porsche, which is worth a lot of money now. Most of the chases for the new Hot Wheels sets are worth a disgusting amount. And the only change that they really do is paint one of the cars black. That's like really the only change they do. But people really like it. People pay good money for some of those. I'm not one of those people. Yeah, I'm not interested in the chases really. But yeah, so we'll get into it. Look at the Porsche first. Yeah, that's the first in the set. Oh, I just noticed there's a little thing in there. Could probably shake it off. So yeah, this is the 911 GT3. This is a new 911. I think I actually saw one the other day in person. Nice car. The real one had quite a lot of hype around it. People really wanted to buy one, and I think they were just sold out like almost instantly. That's the mainline one. I've got another one somewhere else. But yeah, I'd really like to get the blue version of the factory fresh release. As I think that's the very first one, but I think it looks nicer. Not a huge fan of this livery or the colours. Yeah, 60 years of Porsche or 75 years of Porsche. Don't know why they put 60 then. Yeah, it's all right. It's all metal, rubber wheels. These wheels only came on Speed Machine cars, I think, back in the day, and maybe some of the Acceleracers. I can't quite remember. But yeah, pretty much any Speed Machine car these days is worth big money, especially like the million Ferraris they released. They're worth like hundreds and hundreds, depending on which one you have. The Veneno or Venono, however you want to pronounce it. This is sort of like a meme car for a long time in the Forza community, and I would say the Grand Theft Auto community. Obviously, the Zentorno and Grand Theft Auto, everyone and their dog had one. Great car in the game, cheap, fast, fairly safe because you can't be shot through the back. But yeah, the real car is interesting. It was, I think, announced or something, or awarded like the ugliest car ever built. I don't think it's pretty looking. I don't think it's like super ugly. It's very strange. Um, I think this is like one of the very first Lamborghinis that was really out there. Um, in terms of design, like this is whack. And they sort of went and just kept redoing the Veneno look, and they're still doing it to this day. Yeah, I don't think I have another Veneno casting. I've certainly had some. I think I had an orange one somewhere. Don't recall what happened to it. But yeah, it's a cool car. I like the red, like the Italian stripe down the side. And it's got the rear light and front light decals. And I probably won't be opening any of these because I like the card art on them. The Zonda R. So I've got the technically first edition of this car. Excuse me. In Hot Wheels. It's black. It's on my shelf. One of my favorite cars that I have, I think, or loose at least. This is cool. It's a very bland grey color. Also, the packaging for the old Speed Machines looked nothing like this. They're actually quite interesting, and really like you could easily tell it was a Speed Machine car. I think there was like stats on the car at the back. The blister was different, and so on. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's got rear light decals, which is nice, and front. Yeah, I don't think the wheels really suit this car. I don't think they really suit any of them, except for the Ford GT, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, it's all right. It's kind of bland. The 720S, one of my favorite McLarens, or modern day ones at least. I don't really like this black going all the way around. I think that looks a little weird. Makes it look like it's plastic. God, this is like really terrible lighting. Other than that, it's pretty cool. I'm glad they went with orange because I think that looks best on this car. I have seen one of these in real life. They're not that big from memory. They're quite wide, but they're very, very low. They're lower than you'd expect, I would say. Much like the DeLorean, which I've actually sat in, which is pretty cool. But yeah, front light, rear light decals. It's got the vents coloured in. But yeah, not much going on that car. And I would say probably my favourite is the Ford GT40 or the Ford GT. So I don't know if it's specifically the one I think it is. In Gran Turismo 4, in the intro, there's a Ford GT that looks very, very similar to this, like almost identical. I think the one in the game is like, it's more of a silver. This is like a pearl white. But the real Ford GT concept car had rims that looked very similar to this, so I think it does suit it quite well. I think they only ever put those wheels on the concept car and never the production one. Or it was an option, but not many people chose it. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite. Again, I don't think I'll open them unless I sell all of these off and I keep this one, which may happen. But yeah, very cool. Definitely my favorite out of the group. But yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. I might do some of showcase some of the Lego Speed Champions that I have, because I've gotten a few of those over like the past year. Usually I try to not buy Lego because it's expensive. It's only getting more expensive, and the quality is going down, unfortunately. And also they take up so much room. That's the main thing, so much room. But I might do a showcase on some of those, we'll see. Also, the last two videos have gotten like 600 views, so thank you very much for that. I think it's because of the algorithm, but I don't know what has changed. So I don't know why I've suddenly gotten that many views. I prefer if people actually like watch it all the way through rather than YouTube forcing it on people. Not a fan of that. But yeah, but either way, thank you for all the support. I appreciate that. There we go. That's neater. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.